I don't know. Let's see the results. Oh, guys, everything I thought is wrong. Hello, my very dear audio friends around the world. I'm Paul, this is my studio, Warsaw, Poland, and another of my YouTube videos. Good to see you again. No coffee today, I've already had 2, but new gear is in the studio. Can you see that? Yes, I've got 2 Dromer units. One is 3-band saturator and the second one is a 4-band EQ. I love them. And what's below them is Stam Audio SA-4000 Mk3 compressor, which is an SSL G clone, supposed to be the most faithful recreation of the original. So yes, I do have bass compressor in an analog form in the studio, and there's only one question: can I finally screw plugins and go hardware? And should you worry when you have no budget to buy this and you can use only plugins? Are plugins really inferior? We'll find out today. Of course, if you think this channel makes any sense, if you like my studio and my videos, you can always subscribe somewhere here. You can get notified, you can like this vid and comment on it, because I'm really wondering what you're gonna think about what's gonna happen now. Let's go. And today's test will be conceived using my Neumann NDH30, which provide me with most detailed, insightful listening environment, even more detailed than my KSD monitors. And here's the session. What I did is that I took the loops I used for an SSL plugin shootout. You're gonna find this vid here. And I took 3 of them: SSL, Sand3 Acoustica, and the glue. I rendered them. Before that, I made sure that the compression amount and general loudness are very strictly matched, and then I turned on the Stam, and I did the same compression using Stam, taking a look at my meter, so it's really absolutely matched. And I've got a drum loop here, and then I've got full rock music mix here, so this seems like a perfect thing to compare. And as for the audio drums loop, I made it 50-50 dry-wet compression, so parallel compression. I made it very slow attack and auto-release, and I took around 12 dB of gain reduction on each, and I did all this and I left it for a week so that my hearing does not remember any details. So I'm like fresh, unbiased to decide whether this stem is really so much better. Is it worth it buying this compressor in a hardware form? And then same methodology for the rock loop, same amount of compression. It was 100% wet and only shaving off around 2 or 3 decibels, like mastering style compression. Everything very strictly gain matched as well. And what? HOFA blind test. Guys, they are very, very close. And I'm not sure which one is the hardware. And it tells me maybe more about the plugins than the hardware. Plugins do great job when emulating hardware SSL G. That's what I can tell you for sure. And number 1, I would say it's hardware. It's most soft, natural sound. And I already know this piece of gear a bit, not a lot. And I would say that the softest, the most natural sound, the easiest going sound comes from Stam Audio, which is here. I would say that the most flashy, maybe most characterful, a bit more saturated sound comes from the Sand, and I also remember it from the first test, it's like most flashy. Then I would say the glue is the third one, which is nice, open, very present sound, while 4 is somehow nothing too special to my ears maybe, but I can't say this all for sure. These are very small amounts, very percentiles of differences I can hear, and if I'm wrong, then I don't know. Let's see the results. Oh guys, this is crazy. I mean, I found the hardware. Yes, I had the feeling that hardware is there, and I was right. So hardware differs from the plugins, and I'm happy to announce it, that it's got distinctive character. Is it better sound-wise? I'm not sure. It's surely a bit different, but the rest was so close that I took SSL for Send 3, I took Send 3 for glue, and I took the glue for SSL. So I messed up everything. I made them so close that I didn't recognize them. Yes, I did some additional tweaks from the previous test to make them even closer than in the previous test, but I didn't know they're gonna be so close. And this gives me a hint of an answer for a question. Is hardware so great and are plugins really so bad? I wouldn't say so at all. If you don't own hardware, you just own plugins, you have to know that all of these did actually very good job on this material, I think. And I'm not maybe shocked, but surprised with the results. Because Stam and Dan, everything's different than I thought. Let's go to test number 2.
Red car, steaming down the line to Birmingham. My red car, steaming down the line to Birmingham. My red car, steaming down the line to Birmingham. My red car, steaming down the line to Birmingham.
Yes, again, I'm absolutely unsure of the results, and I'm really, really baffled because I thought that, wow, I've got a hardware, I'm the king. You can be the king while owning plugins because, as you can hear, they do amazing job. And here's the proof of this, because I took Stam Audio SA-4000 Mk3 against the plugins. And it's a very, very even competition. And what you have here is more a matter of guess than any judgment, real judgment. I think that Stam would be here. It's the most relaxed, again, sound to my ears. This one is a bit flashy, and I think the brightest maybe somehow. I would say this is the Sand. And the glue and SSL, well, it's a pure guess, frankly. I got no idea whether this is true or not. Let's reveal the results. Everything I thought is wrong. I didn't even make a single guess. Everything is wrong. Stam is the glue, Sand 3 is Stam, SSL 2 is Sand, the glue is SSL. And I'm not gonna redo this test. I'm not gonna hide the result from you. I want you to see this, because as you know, I'm an honest guy. So guys, in some applications, plugins do great. And personally, I started just thinking that you should not worry when you don't really have too much hardware in the studio, like I do have some analog stuff here, because you can go really great with plugins, and this is the proof. Do I regret buying this Stam, having differences so minor? Well, not really, but let's sum the things up now. This is crazy. I mean, I seriously didn't expect that. Why? Because of course I thought hardware is gonna be better. And it's the ultimate sign for me that maybe I should really stop this analog versus digital on my channel, which has been here a lot. I have been researching some stuff, as you know, comparing some analog versus digital solutions, because I started switching to analog generally in the studio and in my life, and whether sometimes it does make sense, like for saturation or my modular filter, nothing will sound, no digital stuff will sound like this, and I'm sure of that. But here, well, okay, Paul, you can have your Stam Audio, which is a terrific piece of equipment, don't get me wrong, but if you just have any of the plugins I've just presented, you're same good actually, especially in mastering applications on the mix bus. And I don't know what to say actually, guys. Why do I have this Stam and some analog gear? Because you know what, I've been always a digital kid, and I want to learn to work old school, sometimes without a mouse, without recalling the settings, just finding them. Also recalling them from some sheets or pictures maybe. I don't know, I just want to get myself tested out in some different environments. And also having some stuff, some knobs, it's endless fun, it's a very nice physical feel for me. So I'm still happy that I got some analog gear to the studio, but this Stam so far didn't give me any feeling of an advantage sound-wise, I have to be frank with you. And this is really something, guys. So, screw plugins? Not really, not this time. And I hope you liked it, and I hope you're gonna get back soon. Take care.